When we talk about gatekeeping sex versus relationships, this is what I think, okay?
Wow.
If you were to go into a guy's body count, no.
Not
now.
Hold on. Again, hold on. When you say
Do you think who's pickier, men or women?
when it comes to what?
When it comes to for relationships.
For relationships?
Yeah, let's say
I think men tend to gatekeep relationships more. For sex, women tend to gatekeep sex more.
You think men are equally picky?
When it comes to relationships or sex?
Let's say relationships.
Well, it's important because you guys mix them up a lot. They're
I'm
way
not mixing them up. I'm not mixing them up.
Sure, okay. For relationships, I think men can gatekeep more than women do.
No, I'm asking if you think they're equally picky with the women that they want to be in relationships with, as women are to men.
Are men as picky as women?
So for you, if you were gonna, I mean, you're already married, right? And I'm looking for a husband, and you're looking for a wife. Who's pickier, typically, by and large? I'm not like I'm just using.
I think it's roughly equal.
Really? That's so interesting.
Wow.
It's interesting, but the reason why is because you guys get all your information from dating apps where the numbers are super skewed. Yeah. But if you go into any school, all the boys are dating all the girls. If you go into any workplace, if you go into any workplace, all the boys are dating all the girls. When there are environments where men and women are together, look at the YouTube world and the stream world. Every YouTuber is fucking every other YouTuber. Every streamer is fucking every. That's how it works. But the problem is, you guys are only looking at look at Tinder where it's 5 men to 1 woman.
I would actually agree on college campuses. It's similar. I would say it's similar on college campuses. There's like a select group of men that tend to do very well.
No, hold on. Yeah. Wait, no. Wait, what you just said is a highlight of why I think you're not either engaging well. No, wait. Because you said men do very well.
No,
let me finish.
Wait, can I just speak? I said a select group of men.
You said a select group.
So, for example, like athletes.
No. Okay. One athlete is not dating 5 women. A select group of men, they might have sex, but that's why I say it's important to distinguish sex between relationships. An elite group of men can fuck a lot of women, sure. An elite group of women could fuck
can I ask you a question?
Men. Yeah, sure.
Can I ask you a question? Like, okay, I'm not saying in terms of relationships. I'm saying in the initial encounters when men come together with women. We're not even talking about relationships now. We're just that initial moment when they meet. Who's usually going to be more pickier? Who's going to be more willing to settle with whatever comes their way, whatever they catch that night or whoever they meet in their real life?
Yeah,
who's going to be more? Who's going to be more picky?
Picky for sex?
It depends on sex.
No,
I think.
No. Listen. Before the sex or the relationship has come. Yeah, you first have to meet that person, and you subconsciously, in your mind, not even subconsciously, in your mind if I would sleep with that person or I would give them a chance. You already know that in your mind when you look at them, bro. So what I'm saying... sorry, I shouldn't have called you bro.
You can call me bro. It's okay.
But what I'm saying is that in that initial moment, when you first come into contact with the opposite sex, who is usually more picky? Is it going to be men or women? That's what I'm asking. I'm not asking the relationships down the road.
Sure. When you're thinking just sex, men are going to be less picky than women, of course. Men will fuck
in
almost
terms
anything.
Of sex,
yeah, of course.
But you don't think that's where it starts, wanting to sleep?
But that's where it kind of starts,
wanting to sleep with the person. You don't think that's where it starts?
Because I don't know why you guys.
It's the initial attraction.
I think, no. Sorry, can I just say something? So in terms of sex and relationship, it's so different because men, they would pick anyone to have sex with because men just have a high sex drive. But when it comes to relationship, I believe men are a lot more picky. They'll say they don't want a woman that has too much body count. They don't want a woman
with kids.
A woman with kids.
No,
there's so much standards that women have to.
I'm not arguing that.
But women, the standard that we set for ourselves is literally: does he treat me well? Is he going to be a good father?
Yeah, but before you get to that point, there's a yes or no. Before you get to that point of I would like to get in a relationship with this guy, that guy would have to qualify some requirements, some preferences in the first place, and that's
but you don't
what
have to have sex to do that. You can just speak.
I never said you have to have sex.
Speak.
I never said you have to have sex.
Yeah, but women will speak to anyone. It doesn't have to.
Yes, and women will speak to guys, and they'll be banging the guy that they really like.
Yeah, bang it. You can bang anyone.
And they will want relationships from that guy.
Not a lot of time. Not really.
This is what I think. When we talk about gatekeeping sex versus relationships, this is what I think. Okay, if you were to go into a guy's body count and you were to ask the guy of the last 10 women you fucked, which of those 10 would you date? I think you can find guys that would say 1 or 2, maybe. But if you go and you ask a girl, the last 5 or 10 guys that you banged, how many of them would you date? They'd say like, well, 3 of them I did date, you know? And for the most part, like at least half of them I'd probably consider dating, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say generally, like men will gatekeep the relationship part a little bit.
Definitely.
And
No,
women
I
will
agree with
gatekeep-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
exactly what I'm saying
Exactly,
too.
yeah,
No, I said I agreed. I said I wasn't arguing, and you just kept talking. You wasn't listening.
No, but you were saying
I was
something.
agreeing with you.
No, you weren't.
No, I saying initially before you're starting to go out on dates and you're considering a relationship, that person has to qualify certain requirements, and usually it's a looks test. The looks test will really determine how far or how much allowance or how many chances you're going to give to this guy.
Not really as well.
does?
No.
How can you- Go
Because
on.
let's be real.
So you accept
The dating
advances
pool-
from every guy
Listen,
that approaches you. You accept their advances.
I'm not saying I accept every single advance. I'm just saying women are very realistic with their options. Like they know that we know. Let me finish.
Even she's laughing.
Let me finish. Yeah, we can say, oh yeah, I want a 6-foot guy, but they know there's not that many 6-foot guys. When it comes to reality, they look at the dating pool. It's the dunya out here. Like, bro, there are frogs everywhere.
Yeah.
Women actually stop and think, you know what? I don't want to be single for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I want to be
Yeah,
married
and
before
what's the best out of
30.
the bad bunch, innit?
And what age did they start thinking like that?
30.
To be fair, a lot when
Okay.
they're older,
So
definitely.
when they're out of their prime years.
Men reality, it hits them in the face because they're not going to get that girl, but the girl can still sleep with that guy.
Okay,
That's
hold
what
on. Why are
that's what-
you're so male-brained in all your answers? You're only looking at the sex. Most women know they could fuck most guys whenever they want. That's why women don't chase sex. They don't need to.
is.
But there's a difference.
There's always
between
that number.
chasing sex. That's why I get mad when you guys talk about hypergamy. They act like an average whatever woman knows that.
Do you
Well,
not
let me
think,
finish.
Do you not think
Hold on,
women,
you should
because you'll make like 3 different
I'm not making the
points.
point. I'm reinforcing my first
Do you
point.
not, do you not think women date up?
No.
You
No.
don't think
No.
women-
Not at all.
Not now. Not
Hold
now.
on. Again, hold on. When you
Like,
say date
let's
up,
be real.
this is a data answer. When you say date up, you're only looking at it from the male perspective. When you say date up, you go, oh, well, they date up because the man is earning more money.
When?
But then you'll say things like men value younger women, and in that case, men date up because they tend to date younger or they tend to date more attractive.
earning as much.
We all value different things in the dating market. Everybody dates
But in the
about where they're
exchange,
at.
in the exchange of that man that has got all the money and resources and all that to offer the woman, and the woman's basically she's young, good looking. Do you think that's an even exchange of value?
Yes, because the man is chasing what he wants, the woman's chasing what she wants.
So
yeah.
so is he dating down?
No, it's not dating down. They're
It's a
both
different
they're dating.
level.
They're different.
'Cause you want the prime, innit? You want
they're
that
looking-
young body, that high
No,
titty.
yeah, hold on.
That's what you. That's your prime.
Because you guys
But
will
guess
say this.
what?
You guys will say this. You'll
Go
say
on.
men don't care about a woman's accomplishments, and then you'll say, well, a guy is dating a woman that's young and super hot, and you're like, well, he's dating down. No, it's not dating down because you just said they don't care about the woman's
Do you know why it's
accomplishments.
dating down? Do you want to know why it's dating down?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because in that exchange, the man is probably offering resources and protection. Yeah, protection and provision. That is long lasting. That's forever. Whereas what that woman is offering is her youth and her beauty, which will disappear. The
And so
wall
what,
is
her value
undefeated.
is zero
That's on the
after
No,
guy.
but I'm just saying I'm saying it's not as even. You're saying it's an even exchange, but it's not because he's offering something that is forever, and she's offering something that will disappear in like what 7, 10 years, like
Love.
most.
Do me a favor, Destiny. Put your head back a bit. I want to see her call me out.
Because you're a mom. That's why you're a fucking mom, bro.
No,
No, you weren't being polite. You totally just pivoted. You accused her of being bad faith.
But this is like.